Hello everyone, welcome to this course orientation for EIST 6130/8130, Instructional Multimedia Development. I've titled this orientation as How EIST 6130/8130 Works, and this is for the fall 2021 semester. So this is a cross-listed course. So if you're in the grad cert or the master's program, you would probably be taking the 6130, and then doctoral students might take the 8130 section. And my name is Florence Martin. Here's a little bit about me. I'm a professor in the Learning Design and Technology program, and we're housed in the Educational Leadership Department in the College of Education. I'm also a program director for the Postmaster Certificate in University and College Teaching. I'm originally from South India. I've lived in the US for 19 years, actually 20 years now. I graduated with a master's and a doctorate in educational technology from Arizona State University. If you want to read more about me, I have included an About the Instructor page in the Getting Started module, and you could also go to my website at florencemartin.net. I teach a number of courses in learning design and technology, and multimedia development is one among them. I research in the area of, primarily in the area of online learning. So here is a quick look at the course. So again, as the title says, it's a focus on multimedia development. So we look at introducing you to instructional design procedures with an emphasis on planning and carrying out analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation of multimedia instructional materials. I've kind of chunked it into 4 focus areas. So we'll start with introduction, theory and principles, and then look at models, processes, analysis and design, and then development and implementation, and then finally wrap up with research competencies and evaluation. Here are 3 broad course goals. Again, so closely tied to the focus area. So the first one focuses on the theories and the principles, and then second one, models and processes to plan, design, develop, implement, and evaluate a multimedia instructional program, and then third one, we look at competencies for educational technologists. It is primarily a synchronous course with the exception of 2 synchronous sessions. It's a 15, it runs in a 15-week semester, right? So I've scheduled 2 synchronous sessions, one at the mid-semester mark and one at the end of semester mark. So the 15-week, the way the course is structured is you'll see clear objectives each week, and then a list of tasks to do. There are readings and resources, and then there's also like e-lessons, which are short videos. These are either recordings from me or from an expert. And then there are a number of activities and assessments like discussions, assignments, reflections. So you'll be completing that as part of the week. Here is a screenshot of the home page. So once you register, and you will have access to the course shell on Canvas, and you'll see I've included the instructor information right on the home page as well. Again, you'll see it in the Getting Started module, and there's the overview which we just looked at, and then the course goals as well. So if you see course goals, I've like listed in parentheses and CG. So later, if you look at objectives, I try to map them back to the course goals, so you can see the alignment between the goals and the objectives. So we spent the first week, actually entire first week, just getting started. So I've called this as a week 0, or the Getting Started module, and it's the longest module because there's a lot of things for you to review and to complete. So we're not really getting into the content until week 1. So make sure you review all those, different pages, and then you also complete a number of things, including a Getting Started quiz, an introduction discussion. You sign up to facilitate discussions, and then there's a readiness survey, and you configure the Canvas profile. So all this is in the Getting Started module. And then weekly modules. So, for every module, I have like an overview page or the landing page. So what you see on the left is the overview page, and then you'll see like there's a brief paragraph of text introducing you to the module, and then you see weekly objectives. So this is where you see how it is mapped to course goal 1. And then there are tasks, and then there's readings and resources, a number of readings and resources. They're usually linked. Some of these will take you directly to the library. Actually, there are a couple of books in the course, and these are linked to the ebooks and the library. Both the books are available for free through the library, online access. So, but you want to make sure you're logged into the library to access it. So that's important. And then if there's activities and assessments, it's usually at the bottom. And then what you see on the right is just a screenshot from the module menu. I try to keep it consistent. So there's an overview page, and then if there's an e-lesson, it's linked, and then discussion or assignments, you'll see them included. Here's a quick look at the schedule. So as I said, it's 15 weeks and it's pretty straightforward, except I think we have a couple of days of fall break coming in, and then I combined week 13 and 14 because it's a short one. It's a short week due to Thanksgiving holiday, so I've given you a longer time period that week where I've combined it, and then we wrap up at the end of week 15. And all this is included under the course schedule page too, so you can go in and look at it. These are the two books we are using. One is by Clark and Mayer, The E-Learning and the Science of Instruction, and then the other one, actually it's Martin F. and Beatrice. It's the Digital Media for Learning, and so both the books are in the library and you can access them as ebooks. However, if you want to buy them, you can look at it as well, but then you can access them through the library, the ebook. And then here's the grading. So for the projects, it's we have an individual multimedia project and then the team project. So the individual project is 150 points, and then the team project, you see, it's got 5 parts to it. Apart from that, there are discussions, 8 discussions, 4 reflections. There's a getting started quiz. You have points for discussion facilitation, and then there's also an initial discussion, which is an introduction discussion, worth 10 points. And altogether adds up to 635 points. So the multimedia project, the individual multimedia project, it's to get you into Articulate, Storyline, or Adobe Captivate. We have licenses for you for Articulate, Storyline, and so you'll be building, usually it's a small project, 1 or 2 objectives, and you'll be working on it individually. And if you want to use Captivate, you'll have to use a trial version, but Articulate, Storyline, we have licenses for you. And then the multimedia project, for the team project, I recommend using Articulate Rise. It's a collaborative environment, and it's a different, it's more like a web-based authoring, where you all can collaborate and author together. Or if you prefer to use another one, you want to let me know which one you'd like to use, and it should work well for your team, all the team members as well. And the team project, we'll go through the process of, proposing some project ideas, and then also have students self-select into teams based on the project titles. So that's the second half of the course, and again, as we saw, it's got multiple phases to it, right? It's got 5 phases of the multimedia team project. So e-lesson, I already mentioned, these are short videos. Either I have recorded or expert videos. I also use expert videos which are uploaded to YouTube, and these are linked from Canvas. Usually they are short. I try to, if I'm recording, I try to do it within 15 minutes, so that, it's usually a synthesis of the material for that week. There are a number of asynchronous discussions. So these discussions are usually, the main post is due on Thursday, and the peer responses, 2 responses are due by Sunday. I run the week Monday through Sunday each week. So the week begins on Monday and then closes on Sunday night at 11:59. So, when you see a discussion, even though it might say the deadline or the due date is on Sunday night, 11:59 p.m., your main post is actually due on Thursday. So you want to pay attention to that mid-deadline. And then the peer responses are due by Sunday. And then you're expected to facilitate at least 1 discussion, so you will be signing up for that in the week 0 as well. And then I have a discussion grading rubric, which I've linked along with each of the discussion forums. Again, as I mentioned, all discussions, projects, activities are all due at 11:59 on the date mentioned. I also do reflections. So as I mentioned, I've chunked it into 4 different focus areas, right? So at the end of each focus area, I like you to take the time to reflect, and I ask 3 questions usually. What benefited you the most? What challenged you the most? And then how do you see yourself applying what you learned in your current or future job setting? So taking the time to, and then I think the first and the second reflection might have an additional question on the design, and then on the some mid-semester feedback as well. So reflections are very, very important as well. And all assignments have to be submitted through Canvas. I will not grade assignments submitted through email, because when you submit it through Canvas, it's automatically tied to your gradebook, and does not clog my email, and then I can keep all the grades together. So it has to be submitted through email, through Canvas. So the two synchronous sessions that we are hosting, the mid-semester, I picked two Wednesdays, October 13th, 5 p.m. and December 8th, 5 p.m. So these are you're encouraged, these are not mandatory because it's not advertised on a banner, but then I highly encourage it. It's already I've announced it, so if you can put it on your calendar, I will be recording them as well. So mid-semester will be a perfect time before you get started on your team projects. We can talk all about it. And the end of semester is usually a presentations, so teams can showcase their projects. So those are the two dates and times. So please mark it on your calendar. How to contact me? So the first one is we're going to use a Q&A forum. I used to do something called as contact the instructor forum, but now Canvas has created a Q&A option, so we're going to use that this semester. So if you have some questions that are very general in nature, you want to post that there. It's the question relates to everybody, then you can post it there. However, if it is personal to you, to your project, then you want to email me. So that's my email. And then, if you want to have a synchronous meeting with me, we can get on Zoom. I have office hours on Tuesday and Wednesday. But then if you're logging in for my office hours, do send me an email so I can set aside time for you. So that is my Zoom link, and you'll also see it in the syllabus. So, we can make sure that we can chat synchronously as well. So that is my office phone number. In case you want to leave me a voicemail, I can call you back. But if you want to talk to me over phone, if you email me, I can also send you my cell number. Especially with us, a lot of still work happening from our home. You may or may not be in the office, so but you're welcome to still leave me a voicemail if you prefer. And then end of the day, if you want to still meet me in person, that's my office number on campus. So by the time you take this course, I think you must have used Canvas in a number of other courses. But if you want to check out any of the tutorials, if you go to canvas.uncc.edu, there are a number of tutorials there. So I would encourage you to take the time to check it out, especially how to submit assignments, how to participate in discussions, different functionality if you want to look up, so that's the link to the Canvas tutorials. So I am going to spend the next few minutes giving you a quick demo of the course, and I have it pulled up right here. So if you are registered, as soon as I publish this, you will have access to it. So I already showed you a screenshot of the home page, right? I'll be posting periodic announcements which should show up under the announcements menu, as well as you'll get a copy on the email. And then there's the syllabus. Check the syllabus, all the details. It's got lots of details, so please pay attention. Review everything before you take the getting started quiz, all the policies. And then most of the material is under the modules. So if you look through the modules menu, that is where most of the instructional material is. As I showed you, the week 0 is the longest. And then you have the individual weeks. Let me just walk you through maybe one module. So you'll see, so this is the overview or the landing page I showed you. So the different things that you have access to, the different readings. And then, so as I said, the book is through the library. So you click on it, it takes you to the library directly, but then you have to sign it. Okay, in my case, I think I VPN'd in, so it's automatically taking me and showing me that I have access to it. And then some articles you'll be able to, I've linked it, but some, the open access articles I've linked it directly. The other ones you will have to sign into the library to access them. So, and then, so this is an example of an e-lesson, I've linked short videos, expert videos, sometimes they are tutorials. So it varies week to week. So this is a Storyline 360 tutorial, and then there is a discussion, a first discussion we're doing on benefits and limitations of multimedia. So just to get us started, with multimedia. And then we're starting off again, right away in week 1 with proposing a topic for your individual multimedia project. So we will see that. And then it will take you to the module 2. So most of the material I mentioned is under modules. You can directly access the discussions too, but then the discussions are also already linked under modules. But in case you want to access them, you have access. And then assignments, you can click on assignments, and then you have access, to all the assignments as well on this page. And then the Q&A, so this is the one that I mentioned. You can post questions here if you want to ask a question, so that's another way to do it. And then the Zoom menu has the Zoom link for the two Zoom meetings, the mid-semester and the end of the semester. Or if you go to, you come here and you click there, but then you'll see, like, at week 7 I say, like, the date and the time to block out, so I have that included there. Okay, so that's all I had to share about the course. So if you have any questions, don't wait till the end. If there are challenges, reach out to me early on. If there are any challenges, or if you need any additional support, any resources, my goal is to help. I want to see you succeed, with using these multimedia tools, and then gaining the knowledge and skills to develop instructional multimedia. So anytime you need any additional support, definitely reach out to me. Good luck to you, and I will see you online.